December 11th warning. Archangel Michael says, your money miracle has finally arrived, but your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost. If you skip this, you will cry all your life. My child, my beloved, listen carefully because the words reaching you right now were held back in heaven until this very moment. Something has been released for you today, and Archangel Michael has been allowed to speak only because your name was whispered in a room where miracles are signed, sealed, and delivered. My beloved, before anything unfolds, take one breath because what you are about to hear will shake your spirit awake. This message is not ordinary. This moment is not accidental. You were guided here, pulled here, carried here by an invisible hand that refused to let you miss what is yours. My child, heaven said your miracle has finally arrived. Not tomorrow, not next week, today, this very day, but the same heaven also said something else. They said you have a habit of skipping the things that are meant to save you. They said you walk away when the miracle is one step away. And that is why Archangel Michael himself stepped forward and blocked your path. Because this time you cannot skip. My beloved, listen deeply. If you skip this, you will cry all your life. Not because God is punishing you, but because what is written for you is too precious to lose, too golden, too divine, too perfectly aligned to your destiny. This is the miracle you prayed for on nights when no one was watching. This is the blessing that has been building for years, waiting for the right moment to burst into your life. My child, today is that moment. Before I reveal the message fully, hear this. If you want to keep receiving messages like this whispered from the gates of heaven, then stay with me. Do not blink. Do not move away. And if you wish, subscribe to the voice that carries these divine words because heaven speaks again and again to those who stay connected. Now listen. My beloved Archangel Michael says, a money miracle long delayed, long resisted, long prayed for, finally broke through the barriers blocking your life. It was stuck. It was contested. It was surrounded by the energy of people who didn't want to see you rise. But today something shifted, my child. An energy that was holding your abundance hostage has been cut by Archangel Michael's sword. The chains fell, the path opened, the blessing moved, but heaven is giving you one warning. Do not underestimate what is coming. My child, my beloved, the miracle that has arrived for you is not small. It is not average. It is not accidental. This is the kind of blessing that rewrites a person's life story. This is the kind of breakthrough that brings tears of shock, joy, disbelief, and relief all at once. This miracle has weight. This miracle has purpose. This miracle has your name carved into it. But Archangel Michael says there is something you must know. A force in your life, a situation, a memory, a fear has been trying to distract you, trying to make you skip, trying to make you walk past what heaven is placing in your hands. You have been tested, delayed, exhausted, and pushed to the edge. But heaven says the pressure you felt was not meant to break you. It was meant to position you. My beloved, you are standing in the doorway of your divine shift. You are seconds away from stepping into the life that was prepared for you long before you entered this world. And heaven is begging you not to look away. My child, do you know what happens when a miracle finally reaches the earth and the receiver doesn't pick it up? The miracle waits, but not forever. That is why Archangel Michael said this. If they skip this message, they will cry all their life because what heaven has released will not come twice. My beloved, this miracle is fragile in time. It is powerful in destiny, and it is sensitive to your attention. This is why you were pulled here. This is why your spirit felt something. This is why your heart is beating differently right now. You are being prepared to receive something life-changing. My child, your financial struggle, your silent battles, your fears about future stability, they were not ignored. Heaven watched every moment you stayed strong when life kept shaking you. They saw every tear you wiped when you thought no one noticed. They saw every time you helped others, even when you were drowning. And heaven said, enough, enough suffering, enough waiting, enough fear. Now it is time. My beloved Archangel Michael says, a money miracle is entering your life like a river finally breaking through a dam. Nothing can stop it now except one thing: you skipping this moment. That is why this warning feels urgent. That is why the words feel alive. That is why your spirit is responding, because this is not just a message. This is an awakening. My child, your life is about to change. Not slowly, not quietly, but suddenly. Heaven said the shift will feel like the sun rising in the middle of the night. Unexpected, bright, undeniable. But first you must hear every word. My child, my beloved, there is a reason your heart is trembling right now. There is a reason your soul is leaning closer to these words. You can feel it. Something invisible, something powerful, something ancient has stepped into your life today. It is not imagination. It is not coincidence. It is divine intervention. Heaven has been watching you walk through storms that would have broken 1,000 others. But you kept moving. You kept breathing. You kept hoping even when hope felt like a small fading candle in a long dark night. And Archangel Michael says, today the night ends. My beloved, the miracle that has arrived for you is not like the blessings you've received before. This one comes from a deeper realm, a higher door, a more sacred place. This miracle was not processed by chance. It was assigned to your name, assigned to your destiny, assigned to your struggle, assigned to the wounds you hid behind your silence. My child, heaven knows how long you carried burdens you never spoke about. Heaven knows how many times you pretended to be strong for others while breaking quietly inside. Heaven knows how many times you helped people who would never lift a finger for you. That is why this miracle is different. This one is heaven's repayment, heaven's justice, heaven's correction of everything you were denied. But my beloved, Archangel Michael's voice grows heavy with urgency here. He says, this blessing is ready, but the enemy is trying to distract them at the final second. Do not let them skip. Do not let them turn away. They must hear every word or their miracle will return to the heavens. My child, do you understand what this means? Your blessing is time sensitive. Your miracle is spirit sensitive. Your destiny is attention sensitive. That is why heaven refuses to let you scroll away. That is why your angel is holding the back of your spirit, making sure you don't move from this moment because this moment is your doorway. My beloved, you have been asking for a sign. You have been begging for clarity. You have been waiting for something, anything that tells you your struggle was not pointless. This message is that sign. This voice is that proof. This moment is that turning point. Archangel Michael says, the money miracle coming to you is not just money. It is restoration. It is correction. It is protection. It is elevation. This blessing will wipe tears from your past. It will repair the parts of your life that you never thought would shine again. It will expose the lies spoken about you. It will silence those who doubted you. It will replace your fears with divine confidence. My child, heaven is not just giving you money. Heaven is giving you back your power. But listen closely, beloved, because this is the sensitive part. Archangel Michael says, the miracle is in their hands, but their fear is still in their heart. We must remove the fear or they will drop the blessing the moment it arrives. My beloved, fear has followed you for years. Fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of trusting the wrong people, fear of being disappointed again because disappointment has visited you too many times. But not this time. This miracle will not disappoint you. This miracle will not betray you. This miracle will not slip away from you. This miracle is loyal. This miracle is stable. This miracle is sealed. But heaven needs your attention, not your fear. My child, take one slow breath right now. Feel the air in your lungs. Feel the warmth in your chest. Feel the quiet pull inside your spirit. That feeling is not random. That is archangel energy surrounding you. That is divine presence confirming the message. That is heaven whispering, you are finally safe to receive. My beloved, look at your life honestly. Haven't you suffered long enough? Haven't you endured more than enough heartbreak, betrayal, financial struggle, and silent pain? Haven't you watched doors close in your face that should have opened for you long ago? Heaven says it is time to reward what they survived. But my child, heaven also says if they skip this moment, they will walk past the very miracle they have been crying for. This is why you are being held here. This is why your spirit refuses to scroll. This is why something in you whispers, stay, listen. Something big is coming. You are not imagining it. You are not overthinking. Your soul is reacting to truth. My beloved, the financial blessing that is coming to you was delayed by energies that wanted you confused, tired, unprepared, and distracted. But Archangel Michael says, heaven has overruled every blockage. Yes, child, every delay has been reversed. Every curse has been broken. Every obstacle has been removed. Every hidden enemy has been exposed. This time, nothing can stop what is coming. But there is more. Archangel Michael says, your miracle will arrive suddenly, without warning, without noise, like light appearing in a room you thought would stay dark forever. It will shock you. It will silence you. It will lift you. And it will happen because you did not skip this moment. My child, this message is preparing your spirit for what your life is about to step into. And once you step into it, you will never go back to the life you had before. You will never again wonder if you're chosen. You will never again doubt if God hears you. You will never again question if your destiny is real because heaven is about to prove it. My child, my beloved, before heaven releases the next part of this message, Archangel Michael asks you to sit still for a moment because what is coming now is heavier, deeper, and closer to the truth of your destiny than anything you have heard so far. My beloved, today, December 11th, is not an ordinary date for you. It is a spiritual checkpoint, a divine turning point, a moment heaven marked long before you were born. You don't remember choosing this day, but heaven remembers choosing it for you. My child, you felt this day coming. Something in your heart has been uneasy. Something in your spirit has been whispering. Something is shifting. Something is near. You didn't have the words, but you had the feeling. That feeling was Archangel Michael standing beside you, waiting for the exact second he was allowed to speak. And now he says, my beloved child, your financial destiny opens today. This miracle has been trying to reach you for years. But today, finally, it has found you, my child. Let the weight of those words sink into your soul. This miracle didn't fall into your life by chance. It fought its way through obstacles. It pushed through spiritual resistance. It broke through energy that wanted you to stay small, afraid, limited, and dependent. But heaven said no more. My beloved, Archangel Michael reveals something sacred now. He says, your miracle was originally scheduled to arrive earlier in your life, but someone's envy, doubt, or curse blocked part of your path. Someone close, someone who pretended well, someone who smiled but secretly hoped you would stay stuck. My child, heaven saw what you didn't see. Heaven heard conversations you never heard. Heaven observed hearts that were not pure toward you. And heaven decided to release your blessing at a time when no one can interfere. That is why your miracle is arriving now, not then. This time, no one can touch it, no one can delay it, no one can steal it, no one can block it. This miracle is protected. My child, listen. Archangel Michael says that today marks the end of a financial cycle in your life. A cycle of waiting, struggling, surviving, shrinking, sacrificing, hoping without results. Heaven saw how tired your soul became. You weren't just financially tired. You were emotionally tired, mentally tired, spiritually tired. You kept saying, why is my miracle taking so long? Why can everyone else rise but me? You questioned your worth. You questioned your future. You questioned your purpose. But Archangel Michael says the delay wasn't denial. It was divine protection. Your blessing took time because heaven had to remove people who would use you, expose people who would drain you, release you from environments that weren't worthy. strengthen parts of you that were too fragile, shape you into someone who can handle abundance. Heaven was not punishing you. Heaven was preparing you, my beloved. Now heaven says you are finally ready. Ready to hold more, ready to rise higher, ready to receive what you once prayed for in weakness, but you will receive now in strength. My child, Archangel Michael speaks again. There is a door in their life that has been locked for too long. Today I open it, but tell them if they skip this message, they will walk past the unlocked door without knowing it was open. This is why your angel refuses to let you look away. This is why something inside you feels glued to these words. This is why your spirit is alert, awake, trembling. Your soul recognizes truth before your mind understands it. My beloved, the money miracle coming to you is not just wealth. It is freedom. Freedom from stress. Freedom from fear. Freedom from the pressure that has been sitting on your shoulders for years. Freedom from being dependent on people who don't value you. Freedom from cycles that repeat again and again. Heaven says you are being lifted into a new timeline. A timeline where you will not struggle for what is already written for you. A timeline where opportunities come without resistance. A timeline where abundance flows instead of trickles. This is not a small shift. This is a divine upgrade. But Archangel Michael gives one more warning. He says, the miracle is huge, but the moment is delicate. If they lose focus, the enemy will try one last distraction. My child, this is why you must stay present. This is why your angel is holding you here. Because distraction is the only weapon left against you. Everything else has been defeated. The enemy cannot block your blessing anymore. The enemy cannot delay it anymore. But the enemy can still distract you. And a distracted heart always misses divine timing. My beloved, you have entered the time of restoration. What you lost will return in greater form. What was taken will be replaced with something divine. What was broken will be rebuilt stronger. Heaven is rewriting your story. My child, you are chosen. You are protected. You are rising. And you are not reading this by accident. Heaven does not make mistakes. My child, my beloved, as Archangel Michael moves closer, the energy around you becomes heavier, warmer, almost electric. This is not imagination. Your spirit can feel the shift before your mind understands it. You are standing in the presence of something divine, something rare, something you were meant to hear at this exact moment. My beloved Archangel Michael says, there is something I must reveal now, something heaven kept protected until the right time. And that time is today. My child, prepare your heart, because what comes next explains why your life felt so blocked, why your blessings felt so delayed, and why everything you tried seemed to require twice the effort. You were not unlucky. You were not forgotten. You were not being punished. You were being preserved. My beloved, heaven hid your miracle until the danger passed. There was a season of your life where you were surrounded by wrong people, wrong energies, wrong intentions, wrong environments. If heaven had released this blessing earlier, it would have fallen into the wrong hands. Someone would have taken advantage of you. Someone would have made you dependent. Someone would have used your kindness, your love, your trust. But heaven said, "No, my child is too precious to be lifted in the presence of those who dim their light." So the miracle waited. It stayed in the spiritual realm untouched. It circled above your life unseen. It watched over you silently. And now finally, heaven says it is safe to deliver. My child, let this truth sink deep inside you. What is coming to you now is coming because heaven trusts you with it. You are not the same person you were years ago. You are not naive in the same ways. You are not vulnerable in the same ways. You are not as easily manipulated. You are not easily controlled. You have grown. You have matured. You have awakened. You have learned how to protect yourself. Heaven waited for this version of you to receive the blessing. My beloved Archangel Michael continues, "You have survived everything that was meant to break you. Now you will receive everything that was meant to bless you. Yes, child, the scale is shifting. The divine balance is correcting. Your life is being aligned with what you were always meant to carry. This is why the miracle is so strong, so loud, so urgent today. This is why heaven is not allowing you to skip this message. This is why your spirit feels pulled, rooted, anchored to every word. This is not ordinary guidance. This is destiny unlocking. My child, do you remember how many nights you cried quietly, hoping no one would hear? Do you remember the nights you begged for a sign that your suffering was not for nothing? Do you remember how often you felt invisible, unseen even by the people you loved? Heaven remembers. Heaven heard. Heaven watched every tear, every silent prayer, every moment you forced yourself to stay strong even when you were tired of pretending. And heaven said, "My child's tears will be turned into treasures. My beloved, that time has arrived." But Archangel Michael says something else, something incredibly important. Tell them their blessing will come suddenly. But the preparation begins now. If they skip these words, they will not recognize the opportunity when it stands in front of them. My child, your future is approaching like a tidal wave. Powerful, unstoppable, undeniable. But you must be awake. You must be aware. You must be aligned with what heaven is opening. This is not just about money. This is about spiritual positioning. This is about unlocking the part of you that has been sleeping under years of pain and responsibility. My beloved, heaven says you have carried too much for too long. You have supported people who never supported you. You have uplifted those who would have never lifted you. You have given love to hearts that did not deserve the softness of yours. But now the season of return begins. The universe, the angels, the divine, they are bringing back everything you lost. Not in the same form, not in the same measure, but greater, stronger, more beautiful than before. My child, your struggle was seen. Your patience was seen. Your loyalty was seen. Your heart was seen. And heaven rewards hearts like yours. But then Archangel Michael's voice sharpens almost like a sword slicing the air. He says, Warn them. A distraction is approaching them soon. It is the last attempt to shake them before the miracle lands. They must stay steady. They must stay focused. They must stay awake. My beloved, this distraction may come through a person. It may come through a memory. It may come through fear. It may come through doubt. It may come through sudden emotional heaviness. But the purpose is the same: to pull your spirit away from the blessing that is inches away from your hands. Do not fall for it. Do not lose your center. Do not disconnect from this moment. Archangel Michael says, "You are stronger now. You can handle what is coming. You can rise above what once defeated you. You are not the same wounded soul who felt powerless. You are rising into the identity heaven always had for you. Chosen, protected, prospered, elevated. My child, a financial shift is coming. A spiritual shift is coming. A destiny shift is coming. Nothing in your life will remain the same after this miracle touches you. This is not just a blessing. This is a rebirth. My child, my beloved, as you breathe in this moment, heaven is watching, not to judge you but to prepare you, because what is coming into your life now requires strength, awareness, and a heart that refuses to give up at the edge of its own miracle. My beloved, Archangel Michael steps closer and whispers something powerful. They don't even realize how close they came to losing hope. But heaven refused to let them fall. My child, heaven is referring to you. There were days where despair wrapped itself around your spirit. There were nights you wanted to disappear, not because you didn't want to live, but because you were exhausted from surviving. There were moments when your soul whispered, "How much more can I take?" And heaven answered, "Enough. Now it ends." That is why today feels different. That is why this message feels alive. That is why something deeper inside you is responding, opening, awakening. Your spirit recognizes that this is not just a message. This is a deliverance. My child, pay close attention now. Archangel Michael says, "The financial miracle that is arriving is not coming from a place you expect. You think you know how it will arrive. You think you know who will help you. You think you know which path will open. But heaven says you have no idea how many doors are already swinging open behind the scenes. My beloved, someone is thinking about you right now. Someone is remembering you right now. Someone is being guided toward you right now. Someone is being spiritually pushed to bless you, support you, invest in you, or open an opportunity for you. This is divine orchestration. This is spiritual alignment. This is heaven moving people, shifting atmospheres, rearranging timelines just for you. You are not alone. You were never alone. Even when you felt abandoned, heaven was working silently. My child, Archangel Michael reveals something very sacred. Now, there was a financial attack on your life, a spiritual blockage created not by chance, but by someone's jealousy. My beloved, this jealousy didn't look obvious. It didn't come from enemies you recognized. It came from someone who watched you, someone who knew your light, someone who felt threatened by your rising spirit. Their intention was not to destroy you, but to delay you. But heaven intervened. Heaven removed their influence. Heaven disconnected their energy from your path. Heaven blocked their access to your spirit. This is why your miracle can finally descend. This is why your abundance is finally loosening. This is why your life is finally shifting. My child, you truly have no idea how protected you have been. There were traps meant for you that you never even saw. There were attacks you never felt because angels shielded you. There were losses you never experienced because heaven overruled them. Archangel Michael says, "Tell them what was stealing their blessings has been defeated. Yes, child, the blockage is gone. The fog is lifting. The delay is ending. The suffering is being reversed. You are stepping into a divine season where what belongs to you will run toward you, not away from you." But listen carefully. Archangel Michael gives another warning and his voice grows louder. Do not let doubt be the final thief. Doubt has stolen more miracles than enemies ever have. My child, doubt is the quiet destroyer. It whispers, "Maybe this is not for you." It whispers, "Maybe nothing will change." It whispers, "Maybe you are asking for too much." It whispers, "Maybe you are alone." It whispers, "Maybe this is not real." But heaven says with authority, "Do not doubt what we have written for them." My beloved, doubt is the last chain you must break. Not because heaven needs your confidence, but because your heart needs stability to receive a blessing this big. You have been trained in suffering. You have been raised in struggle. You have walked with pain so long that comfort feels unfamiliar. But heaven is shifting your identity. You are moving from survivor to receiver, from wounded to chosen, from overlooked to elevated, from empty to overflowing. My child, your heart has carried too much fear, fear of losing people, fear of losing opportunities, fear of losing money, fear of losing yourself. Heaven says that fear ends today. My beloved, the angelic realm is surrounding you now, forming a circle of protection. You may feel warmth in your hands, heaviness in your chest, tingles on your skin, or a calmness settling over your spirit. These sensations are not random. They are confirmation. Heaven is preparing your vessel. Heaven is cleansing your atmosphere. Heaven is stabilizing your spirit because a miracle this massive cannot enter a fearful heart. It must enter a ready one. And my child, you are becoming ready. Archangel Michael says, the miracle that arrives now will not only change their financial life, it will change their identity. This blessing will make you see yourself differently. It will make you value yourself. It will make you understand how chosen you truly are. It will silence every voice that made you feel small. My child, this miracle will not just pay bills. It will rewrite your destiny. This is why heaven didn't let you skip this message. This is why your angel tugged at your soul. This is why your spirit refused to scroll away. You were meant to hear this. You were destined to receive this. You were chosen for this shift. And now the miracle is descending. My child, my beloved, Archangel Michael stands before you now with a message that feels like lightning wrapped in truth. You may feel your heart beating differently. You may feel your breath slowing. You may feel a strange warmth around your body. These sensations are not random. They are spiritual confirmation. Heaven is opening a chapter in your life that was sealed for a long time. My beloved, listen closely. Archangel Michael says, there is a reason the enemy fought them so hard. There is a reason their life felt blocked. There is a reason their blessings took longer than others. And the reason is this: your destiny carries weight. My child, your purpose is not ordinary. Your impact on this world is not small. Your calling is not simple. Heaven gave you a destiny that would influence people, inspire others, break generational cycles, and carry light into places that once felt dark. The enemy saw your potential before you did. And that is why he fought you early. That is why you felt resistance. That is why everything you touched felt heavier than it should have. This was not because you were weak. It was because you were chosen, my beloved. If your life had been easy, your strength would not have been built. If your path had been smooth, your character would not have been shaped. If your miracles had come without delay, you would not have learned resilience. Heaven needed you to be strong enough to hold what was coming. And now heaven says you are ready to receive. My child, do you feel that shift inside your spirit? The soft tug, the inner awakening, the subtle fire rising in your chest. These signals mean your soul knows that what you're reading is not fantasy. It is prophecy. Archangel Michael continues, there is one more thing heaven must reveal. Their financial miracle is not just a blessing, it is a responsibility. My beloved, this miracle will not only elevate you, it will change the lives of people connected to you. You will help someone who once suffered the way you did. You will support someone heaven places in your path. You will break cycles that have harmed your family for generations. You will create opportunities that once felt impossible. You will rise and bring light with you. This is why your blessing is so big. It is not meant to stay with you. It is meant to flow through you. You are becoming a vessel of divine abundance. But my child, heaven reveals another truth. Archangel Michael says, the financial shift that is coming to them will expose true hearts around them. Yes, beloved, money does not change you. It reveals others. Heaven is preparing you for people who will suddenly act kind. People who will suddenly act jealous. People who will suddenly act entitled. People who will suddenly return from the past. People who will pretend to care. People who will show their true colors. People who will celebrate you with sincerity. This blessing will separate the real from the fake. My child, heaven is not only giving you abundance. Heaven is giving you awareness. You will not be fooled again. You will not be used again. You will not be deceived again. You will not be manipulated by guilt or fake love again. This time you will walk with wisdom. And then Archangel Michael says something urgent. Tell them their blessing requires space. They must release what I am telling them to release. My beloved, there is something or someone that cannot come with you into the next chapter. This may feel uncomfortable. It may feel emotional. It may feel confusing. But heaven knows what you do not know. Heaven sees what you cannot see. My child, there is a relationship, a habit, a fear, a memory, or a toxic connection draining your energy. Something in your atmosphere is lowering your vibration. Something around you is dimming your blessing. Something or someone is blocking your spirit from aligning with abundance. Heaven is not asking you to cut this in anger. Heaven is asking you to release it with peace because the miracle coming to you needs space. Your blessing needs room. Your future needs clarity. You cannot hold the past and the miracle at the same time. My beloved, letting go is not a loss. Letting go is alignment. Heaven says once they release what is draining them, their blessing will fall into their life like rain. This is the turning point. This is the moment heaven was waiting for. This is the shift your spirit has been sensing. My child, your financial miracle is not delayed anymore. It is not blocked anymore. It is not hidden anymore. It is released. And now Archangel Michael says something powerful, his voice almost trembling with intensity. Tell them the next 7 days will be spiritually important. Watch what begins to change around them. My beloved, the signs will be clear. Unexpected messages, sudden opportunities, strange dreams, old thoughts rising to be healed, emotional release, sudden peace, sudden clarity, unexpected support, financial relief, divine timing revealing itself, a shift in how people behave toward you, a lifting in your energy. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Heaven has already moved. Your miracle is already descending. Your story is already changing. And you, my child, are stepping into the most blessed chapter of your life. My child, my beloved, as Archangel Michael stands beside you, the atmosphere around you thickens with a silence that is not empty, but filled with presence, filled with guidance, filled with a truth that your soul has been waiting years to hear. My beloved, heaven is now showing you something that was hidden behind the scenes of your life. A truth that explains every delay, every loss, every struggle, every sudden shift you never understood. Archangel Michael says, tell them their journey was not random. It was divinely designed. My child, every person who left you, every door that closed, every betrayal you survived, every opportunity you thought you missed, every heartbreak that weakened your voice, every moment you felt invisible, every time the world around you kept moving while you felt stuck. None of it was punishment. All of it was preparation. My beloved, heaven was not delaying your blessing. Heaven was building your strength. For what? For this exact season. For this exact shift. For the miracle now descending over your life. My child, listen. Archangel Michael reveals a secret only heaven knew. You were being protected from a financial disaster that would have happened if your blessing came earlier. Yes, beloved, if the miracle had arrived before now, you would not have been ready to hold it. You would have trusted the wrong people. You would have invested in the wrong places. You would have been influenced by the wrong voices. You would have been manipulated by those who only loved you for your light. Heaven waited not because you were unworthy, but because the blessing deserved a stronger, wiser, more awakened version of you. And that version is the you reading this right now. My child, can you feel how everything makes sense suddenly? How your heart feels lighter? How your confusion is turning into clarity? This is spiritual alignment. Heaven says, now the blessing will fit them. Now the blessing will serve them. Now the blessing will elevate them. My beloved, the miracle coming to you is not small. It is not symbolic. It is not temporary. It is life-changing. It is generational. It is destiny-shifting. This miracle will break patterns in your family that have lasted for years. This miracle will reposition you into a new class of abundance. This miracle will prove that faith is never wasted. And then Archangel Michael speaks again. Tell them what is arriving will come from two directions. One will be unexpected. The other will be overdue. My child, this means your blessing is not coming from one path, but multiple pathways that are opening at the same time. One path is something heaven planned long ago. You may have sensed it, but didn't know when it would finally arrive. It is the overdue blessing, the miracle that took years to reach you. The other path is a blessing you are not expecting. You have no idea it's coming. It will shock you. It will silence you. It will bring tears to your eyes. Heaven says both are already activated. But then Archangel Michael gives another urgent instruction. Tell them do not speak too soon. Their blessing requires sacred silence. My beloved, when your miracle arrives, you cannot tell everyone. You cannot reveal it to jealous hearts. You cannot share it with people who secretly doubt you. You cannot expose it to those who envy you. Some things heaven gives must be held quietly, not because they are small, but because they are powerful. My child, silence is protection. Silence is shield. Silence is wisdom. Until heaven instructs you to speak, you must guard your blessing the way a seed is guarded under the soil. Quietly, patiently, sacredly. My beloved Archangel Michael also says something crucial. Their life is about to accelerate faster than they expect. They must stay spiritually grounded. This means your opportunities will come quickly. Your financial openings will appear suddenly. Your connections will shift rapidly. Your energy will change naturally. Your intuition will become stronger. Your confidence will rise without effort. Your spirit will crave peace, not drama. Your boundaries will become firm. Your self-worth will increase. Your old habits will fall away. This is spiritual acceleration. Heaven calls it the golden time frame. My child, this golden time frame will last weeks, not years. But what happens in these weeks will bring blessings that last a lifetime. You must be aligned. You must be aware. You must be grounded. You must be ready. Because the miracle coming to you is not slow. It is sudden, overwhelming, abundant, and unstoppable. And now Archangel Michael says something that shakes the atmosphere. Tell them someone is about to contact them. This person is connected to their destiny. My beloved, someone you know or someone you have yet to meet will come into your life at the perfect time. This person carries a key, a spiritual key, a financial key, a destiny key. This person may bring an opportunity, a connection, a message, an answer, a path, support, guidance, or unexpected help. Do not ignore this person. Do not assume they are ordinary. Heaven is sending them. My child, your miracle is not coming alone. It is coming with alignment. It is coming with people. It is coming with resources. It is coming with clarity. It is coming with strength. Your life will not shift in one area. It will shift in every area. My beloved, you are stepping into the moment heaven wrote for you before your birth. A moment only destiny can design. A moment only angels can deliver. A moment only a chosen soul can carry. And you, my child, are chosen. My child, my beloved, heaven leans closer now. The spiritual realm is paying attention to you in a way it hasn't in a long time. There are moments in a person's life when heaven stops the noise of the world just long enough for a soul to hear what it was meant to hear. This is one of those moments. My beloved Archangel Michael speaks again, his voice calm but filled with fire. Tell them what they feared the most is not going to happen. Their miracle is arriving instead. My child, let that settle inside your spirit. The fears that kept you awake, the worries that drained your strength, the doubts that whispered lies into your mind, the anxiety that wrapped itself around your chest. None of it was a prophecy. It was an attack. Fear was trying to convince you to give up right before your blessing arrived, because fear always grows loudest when the miracle is closest. But heaven has defeated that fear. Heaven has canceled that anxiety. Heaven has removed the spiritual weight sitting on your chest. You are stepping out of fear and stepping into favor. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, you must understand something important. You were never failing. You were transitioning. Yes, child. Transition is uncomfortable. Transition feels like falling apart. Transition feels like losing everything. Transition feels like confusion. Transition feels like darkness. Transition feels like you are being pushed down. But heaven says you are not being pushed down. You are being redirected upward. My beloved, the universe, angels, and divine timing were shaping you for a chapter you could not see. You were being pulled away from things that were too small for you. You were being removed from situations that were draining you. You were being separated from people who were blocking your blessings. You were being prepared for a level that your old surroundings could not support. My child, listen. Your financial miracle is not only big, it is strategic. Heaven is not blessing you randomly. Heaven is blessing you because the time is right. The path is clear and your spirit is ready. Archangel Michael continues. There is something heaven has kept hidden. A divine document has been activated with their name on it. My beloved, this is not a physical paper. This is a spiritual decree, a heavenly signature, a divine authorization. Your name has been written on a miracle that cannot be intercepted. Your name has been stamped into a blessing that cannot be stolen. Your name has been sealed onto abundance that cannot be denied. My child, heaven rarely uses the word guaranteed. But today, Archangel Michael says, this blessing is guaranteed unless they walk away from themselves. My beloved, do you know what walking away from yourself means? It means doubting your worth. It means comparing your life to others. It means shrinking your dreams. It means believing you are not enough. It means talking yourself out of a destiny heaven already approved. But today, heaven says, stop shrinking. You are destined for more, my child. You have been hiding your greatness. You have been dimming your light. You have been lowering your voice. You have been reducing your dreams. You have been minimizing your gifts. No more. This miracle will force you to see yourself the way heaven sees you. Chosen, capable, powerful, worthy. My beloved, Archangel Michael reveals another truth. There is a spirit of breakthrough that has entered their life and it will not leave until their miracle manifests. This means things that were stuck will start moving. Things that were delayed will speed up. Things that were hidden will be revealed. Things that were denied will be approved. Things that were broken will be restored. Things that were confusing will become clear. Things that felt impossible will dissolve into ease. Things you prayed for will appear faster than expected. This is not coincidence. This is divine acceleration. Your life is shifting. Your atmosphere is shifting. Your energy is shifting. Your destiny is shifting. My child, right now, heaven is watching your spirit rise. You may feel chills, warmth, tingles, or a deep calmness. These are signs that your spirit is awakening, aligning with a miracle that has been waiting for you. And then Archangel Michael gives one more revelation. Tell them someone tried to speak negatively over their finances. I have erased their words. Yes, child. Someone somewhere knowingly or unknowingly spoke jealousy, doubt, or negativity into your financial path. It could have been a family member, a friend, a coworker, a stranger, someone you trusted, someone you didn't expect. But heaven has reversed every negative word spoken against you. Those words have no power. Those thoughts have no energy. Those intentions have no influence. Archangel Michael says, I have covered their finances with light. Nothing spoken against them will stand. My beloved, this is why your miracle is safe. This is why your blessing will reach you. This is why your destiny will unfold. This is why nothing can block you now. You are divinely protected, my child. You are not waiting for your miracle. Your miracle is waiting for you to recognize it. And today heaven says you have recognized it.